this is F Jahia Moondragon today. Sorry I haven't been making a bunch of videos. I had some things going on, not any new anime's been coming out. But, you saw the title. We're going to talk about Pokemon Go. So many times, we've all heard it in the news. A kid was mobbed because he was in the wrong neighborhood playing Pokemon Go. A girl got hit while crossing a freeway playing Pokemon Go. And just today, again, it was in the news, a teenager driving their car playing Pokemon Go. Everybody is blaming the app for this. They're blaming the game. Now, you guys are allowed to leave comments discussing this with me. Just keep it to the subject. Now, I am here to defend the game. Because you know what, guys? There is a risk that if this game keeps getting bad publicity, they could take it off the App Store. As you can see, I'm a Pokemon fan myself. Flareon just decided that he didn't want to talk about this today. So, I guess Flareon's in a timeout. But, I wanted to talk about this game because I, for the longest time, was a big-time Pokemon fan. And when I first heard that Pokemon Go was coming out, that it was going to be where we could go out and be like those Pokemon characters, going out, catching them, I was like, oh my god, that is so cool! Because our technology has got to the point where we can do this. However, it didn't take long for the bad stuff to start falling. And I'm sorry, anybody, whether they're hurt or they get injured or whatever, playing this game, it is their fault. I think the first time I lashed out was on my Facebook. Somebody told me a story of a girl who was playing Pokemon Go and she was crossing a freeway. A freeway. And the mother of this kid blames the game instead of being a parent and blaming her daughter for crossing a freeway. That is insane. I am 33 years old. I love this game. But I also like to have some common sense. And yes, when the game loads up, it clearly tells you, warning, be aware of your surroundings at all times. It even has this new feature that says, do not play Pokemon Go while driving. You have to press OK to be able to start the game. Not only that, it knows when you're in the car, but it doesn't turn off, which I think would be a really good feature to have. I know a lot of people are thinking what I said earlier, oh, they're not going to cancel this. This is a good game. They're not going to do that. But people could start banding together to want to sue, either the creator of the game or the people that are, put the game out. It's a free game, yes, but you're going to get people eventually that want to sue this. Because, of course, as people, we don't want to take responsibility. We want to point it to somebody else. It's like, who do you blame if a drunk driver hits and kills somebody? Do you blame the alcohol or do you blame the driver? You blame the driver. So if you're playing Pokemon Go and you're crossing the street and you get hit by a car, who do you blame? You don't blame the game. You don't blame the game. You blame yourself. You have to be aware, and it really hurts me to hear they're blaming this game instead of taking responsibility for their actions. They were even saying how this kid, I don't know how old he was. Old enough to have a phone and old enough to be out at night, apparently. This kid's playing the game. He's not paying attention where he's going. He gets into a bad part of the neighborhood and his phone gets stolen. Well, that's not the game's fault. He could have been checking his email and he could have gotten robbed. And you always hear these stories of these people either getting hurt or getting killed over this game. But yet, you never hear how they need to be taking responsibility for themselves. You know, luckily, we haven't heard from the creator. You know, I just got home from work, and I decided that I was going to go walking around and catching Pokemon, and I did. I actually caught 3 new ones. I caught Bulbasaur in my house. I caught Jigglypuff outside of my house, and I caught God, I can't think of its name right now because I've got like a million things going on in my head. But the game can only warn us so many times. They can only put so many warnings on the game unless they're going to make a feature that when the game knows it's in a car, it's going to shut off. But then you're going to have people, they might complain about that. But I'll tell you what a lot of people will complain about, guys. If we get the news that they are going to discontinue Pokemon Go and that they are going to delete it from the App Store, that is where people are going to get mad, because you have people who might have really good Pokemon, you know, like the rare ones, and you might have people who have invested so much money that they're not going to get back. And that, my friends, is where things get scary. Because, see, I love the game. I like to play the game all the time, but I don't want to get so invested in the game in case that happens, because I'm not going to get my money back. None of us are going to get our money back if that happens. So, we, the people, parents, talk to your kids about, if they're going to play this game, they need to be knowing what is around them. They need to know if they're around a street or if they're getting close to a street. You know, it has notifications. You can set your phone to vibrate when a Pokemon pops up so you can stop and you can look. If you're driving, you shouldn't even have your phone even by you. Hell, I have my phone off when I drive. I turn off, and if I do have my phone on, I turn off all my notifications. I turn off all my ringtones so that I can drive safely. And that, I think, is starting to be the bigger problem, because more and more people are playing it in their car when they shouldn't be. I mean, that's like diving in shark-infested waters. You know there's sharks there, you know you're going to get bit, and you do it anyway. It's the same thing. You're playing Pokemon Go, you're in your car, you know you're going to get into an accident, you're either going to kill yourself or you're going to kill somebody else. Or both. I mean, like I said at the beginning of this video, I am making this video to defend Pokemon Go. I'm going to be its defender, and I'm also hoping a parent will watch this so that they can talk to their kids about the safety that they need to take. That's all this is. It's common sense, and it's being safe. If you have to put rules down for your kids, put it down that you can only play the game around our area. Like if you're in a mobile or you know, like a subdivision, you can only play it around the subdivision. You can only walk around the subdivision. This is a map. You can only stick to this. You know, do something. But we cannot continue blaming this game for doing nothing. It is not like the game sprouted arms, put a gun to your kid's head and say, you better play me so you die. It's not doing that. It's just they're so addicted to what finally they can live in this Pokemon world. They can catch these wild Pokemon, and they're forgetting that they're in the real world, and we have dangers, cars, trains, everything. And we need to start being more aware of what's going around on us. Normally, as you guys know, my channel is strictly about anime, but I couldn't take it anymore. This was the final Pokemon Go news, and I was like, you know what? I heard this while I was on my lunch at 12 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm making this video, and I'm glad you guys stuck with me. Please leave comments that pertain to Pokemon Go, nothing else, just about Pokemon Go, and what are your feelings about people blaming this game for people having accidents or deaths? I would really like to hear from you guys. Anyway, this is Jahia Moondragon, and as always, I will see you in the next anime. Bye-bye!
What kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside.